Hello and welcome to Laurindalandia. Today I'm going to do a reading about what will be your celebrity crush first impressions of you. You can choose your pile by following your intuition. It can be the pile that you're most visually attracted to, or you can even ask in your mind, what is a pile for me? I do a personal readings, they are super affordable and they're my first link in description. Hello, pile one. So you chose this card that says, do it with passion. Your celebrity crush first impressions of you will be of someone that is very passionate and strong. Maybe you have here a backstory that was not the easiest. Maybe you came from a difficult background where you did not have much support or resources, and you really are self-made, and you're a person that is very inspirational. And I think even like your celebrity crush will look at you and think, wow, they're really like strong and passionate and talented. Maybe like your celebrity crush came from a more privileged background than you, and they feel like, yes, they are in a position of power and fame, of course, but they feel like by seeing you and almost like knowing what you've been through, they would admire you even more. Like, I think this person would even put you in a pedestal. And because of all the difficulties and hardships that you had to go through, I think this person did not experience half of your difficulties and hardships, and they cannot imagine themselves going through what you've been through. They could not imagine themselves, yeah, like overcoming those difficulties and those hardships. And you, like, they'll be really admired by you and by your strength, but also by your passion. Like, they will look at you as someone that is very passionate. Like, when you have a goal, nothing stops you from that goal. Like, when you have a vision, when you want to achieve something, nothing stops you, and it's very inspirational. I think your like celebrity crush will be very inspired by you, which I think for you, it's kind of crazy to hear because you look at them and they are like, they have the fame, they have the power, right? You like are inspired by them. But the thing is that they are even more inspired by you. Like, I'm hearing like you're such a star. I couldn't do half of what you've done, and this is really admirable. Imagine the admiration that you have for this person. This person will have even more admiration for you, which I think is a beautiful lesson, actually. I think this is also kind of a message to start admiring yourself, because actually, like, you are very inspirational, you're very admirable, you're very strong, you're very talented, and you deserve to give yourself that recognition. Maybe you don't give yourself the recognition that you deserve. Maybe you give yourself a little bit of recognition, but not like half of what you deserve. And you don't even know and understand how much you inspire people. I think your celebrity crush will also look at you and think that you can do the impossible because you have overcome something that they couldn't. I'm hearing you could defy like laws of physics, laws of gravity. This person would really, really admire you if they met you. They could also like their first impressions could also be something that you go to the gym or your body is very fit. So like not only emotional and psychological strength, but also physical strength. What would be your celebrity's crush first impression of my pal number one? Yeah, they will look at you and they will like almost see your background. Like, they will look at you and they will assume that your background was a background of maybe poverty or not having access to many resources. There is an energy here that they will look at you and this is the story that they will see in their mind. They think your background is filled with you not having many resources because someone was greedy in your life. This could be a parent, if not a parent, like a government, right? Like circumstances of life that you had less because there was someone or a group of people that were greedy and they were taking advantage of people, and there was a big inequality of resources. Like you did not have access to the resources that you deserved. Maybe you did not even have access to the bare minimum, because there was a group of people or someone that was just like greedy and were taking all the resources while you barely had resources to survive, quite honestly. And life for you, this is like their perspective of you. If they met you, they will assume that life of you presented with a lot of closed doors, a lot of no's, a lot of obstacles. You tried, but life was not easy for you. You did not access to the same resources. You did not have access to the same privileges. This is their assumption of you. That's like the story they will tell themselves. Like life did not give you half of the privileges were given to them, and this made you a very strong person. I think, imagine this celebrity crush will be like looking at you, seeing your strength, seeing your resilience, because your resilience is extremely visible, is palpable, is almost a vibe, like the way that you carry yourself, the way that you move, like you'll come across as somebody that's been through a lot and has learned and is very strong and very resilient, right? Very mature. And this is the vibe that like they will get immediately, right? And then they will like for them to understand how you got there, right? For them to understand how you got so strong, how you got so resilient, right? This is the story that they will assume about you, if that makes sense. They will assume that you did not have many resources, that life was not easy for you, but you still overcame it. Like you're still so resilient and you are so strong. I think your celebrity crush really, really will admire you like a lot. There is even here a vibe, of course, there is a power imbalance here, right? A power imbalance of them that's all more power than you in this dynamic, right? But the thing is, what you wouldn't understand is that is the opposite for them. They actually think you have more power than them, because life was not easy for you. Life didn't give you the same privilege as them, like, but you still overcame it. You are still a very strong person. You're still very resilient, right? And in this way, I think the power dynamic will be switched and you wouldn't even understand, because you look at them with power, with fame, with money, right? But they look at you with power of spirit, almost with power of resilience. That's something that they don't think they could handle. So they're admired that you can handle it. Yeah, a lot of the admiration actually. What will be Piles One celebrity crush first impression? Yeah, they also see you as someone that is very decisive, extremely intelligent, and like knowing their boundaries. I think because they will assume that you've been through a lot, and because they will assume that you've been through a lot, they also assume that you take no BS, like you tolerate nothing, you know your boundaries, you know what you want, and you're not tolerating less than that. I think they will assume that you are very, yeah, like very intelligent, very mature, emotionally mature to the point of knowing your boundaries. There is here a vibe that I think if you met your celebrity crush, I think, for example, for them, a lot of people would fangirl, right? For them, a lot of people get nervous, we get anxious, but you don't come across at all that way. You come across like unbothered. That's the thing. Like you come across to this person very unbothered. And that unbotheredness switches like the power dynamics. The fact that you seem like you don't care. Yeah, and you might care, but you might be someone that pushes down your emotions, right? And is not emotionally expressive at the time. Maybe you have kind of a shut down coping mechanism when you feel overwhelmed, right? And I think it has to do with your backstory, because you had to shut down your emotions to be able to survive, right? And I think you don't let yourself show being nervous. I don't think you let yourself show being intimidated, right? This person will look at you as someone that wouldn't care about them almost, and they are not impressed by them. And because you come across as not impressed by them, they will be impressed by you. Just that fact, like it switches the power dynamic. Yeah, they'll see you as someone very powerful, because you have something that they don't. You embody something that they don't. And I think what we embody is strength, is resilience. What will be by one's celebrity crush first impression of them? They almost would want to learn from you. Like they almost would, yeah, like teach me your ways. Like you have something that I don't. Yeah, like their first impression really is someone that has been through a lot, through a lot of betrayal as well. Maybe their first impression is that you were very betrayed. Like life was unfair to you, that you were failed a lot. Not that you failed, but people failed you a lot. And you're not given at all the resources or circumstance to flourish. But even though you were not given the circumstances and resource to flourish, you still did by your own, like, by being self-made, by your own inner strength, by your own inner resilience. And this person will find that extremely admirable. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. They are super affordable. And they're my first link in the description. Bye, pile 1. Hello, pile 2. So you chose this card that says, believe in yourself. Your celebrity crush first impression of you will be that of someone that is very talented, very beautiful, with a lot of capabilities, but that is shy to show them. You got a lot of star power, you got a lot of star-like qualities, but maybe you don't like to show them, maybe you don't like for other people to see, maybe you sing in your room, you dance in your room, right? Like maybe you have a lot of inner talents and this inner like beauty that is almost becomes this outer beauty. I think you are a very like aesthetic person, that you can make anything beautiful. Like you're extremely talented, but maybe you don't show that to much people. Maybe you don't show your beautiful voice, your beautiful dance moves, like your beautiful clothing that you make, like your beautiful design ideas. Like you have a very unique and beautiful vision that you don't follow trends, you make trends by just doing what you love. But again, you don't show this to people. And that's like the your celebrity crush first impression, because maybe you might style yourself to your liking. You might have a very unique sense of style, even if you feel like it's not too much or too out there. There is something that shows your uniqueness, and it looks good. And it's fashion, like you create fashion, big on fashion. You'll be probably, if you don't know it already, you probably have a big talent for making clothes, and like accessories and design, and something like you have a lot of creative power and a lot of creative talents. And yeah, like there'll be something about you that is different, unique, that they never seen before, but it looks good. It sounds good. Even the way that you speak, you might have like a very unique perspective of life that is only yours. But it makes so much sense, but they never heard that before. That's the thing, is that for your celebrity crush, they will see you as someone that is unique, that they never met, that no one is doing, nobody's embodying but you. And they will see this as gold. Like they'll be like, whoa, this person, they are onto something. But again, you're not boastful about it. You're not trying to show it. Like they will see this creative power and these talents in the details. It's like in the small things. Because you are not trying to show it. Actually, I think you are actually trying to hide it. Because probably in your past, like there must be some sort of trauma that probably people made a lot of fun of you, or people brought you down a lot. That people probably brought down your uniqueness, and they try for you to follow the line. They try to make you to be like everyone else. So every time that you express yourself, maybe you made fun of, maybe people told you that you were crazy, that you were dumb, that you couldn't do this and do that, and because of that, your creativity was not stifled. You don't show your creativity. You try to fit in. I think you also are someone that grabs a lot of attention and you probably don't even like it. You're probably someone that enters in a room and everyone looks at you and you probably don't like it. Probably have social anxiety. But like you are the center of attention because of your creative expression, because of your uniqueness and how you do things your own way. And it's very creative, it's very beautiful, like it's good. You have a lot of like great creative talents, and this will be your celebrity crush first impression of you. And I think they will almost even try to push you out of your shell a little bit. And imagine, I'm seeing interaction, like if you met them, they will see like all of these great qualities on you, and they will try to push you out of your shell and push you out of your comfort zone, and you, because of that, you stop liking them. Because it will be uncomfortable for you. You feel like this person was like pushing a bit too hard from like what you feel comfortable with. Because again, I think your creativity, you hide it, or you just do it like in your home, in your room, right? And maybe don't even tell anybody. And that's what you're comfortable with. And I think your celebrity crush will look at you and see like, wow, this is so good. You have so many like uniqueness and creative talents. Like, let's show them. Let's do this. Like, let's do that. And I think they will put you in the spotlight, and you will not like that. They will also really want to see, yeah, see your house, your room, see how we decorate stuff, like how your room looks like. They will love to like be in your inner world because they found it very fascinating and beautiful. What will be about to celebrity crush first impression of them? Your celebrity crush will also assume that you are a person that likes more to be alone. There is something here that they will assume that you have been hurt in the past and you've been betrayed in the past, and you have learned to not trust people, and you have learned to not share with people. I think like at your core you're a very kind, sharing person, but I think with life you learn to not do that as much because I think you've been betrayed. Also, they assume, imagine that your creative talents, nobody is doing that for you. Like, nobody's giving that, is you and you alone. Like, they will assume that the work that you do, like your creative expression, for example, if you make clothes, like, is you and you only, nobody taught you, nobody, like, is doing it for you. Like, you are the real deal. It is coming from you and you uniquely. They will also assume that you are like, that you like to work alone, you don't like to work with people, not because you're not a good team player, but simply you like to be alone. And your creative endeavors is for you and you only, and you don't like it to share with people just because like that's a very personal thing to you. And again, I think because you've been so criticized from the past, I think you have been so brought down from the past, you don't want to share what you're passionate about because you are afraid that you're going to be brought down and criticized once more because you always have been. I'm really getting that vibe. Maybe even you have your passion project, something that you are doing that you are telling no one, but it's really, really good. It's really, really good. And I'm hearing even like there might be people that would like to invest in you. This can be money. I'm hearing like crowdfunding. I think what you don't realize also is that there's a lot of people, for example, this celebrity crush would like to invest in whatever creation that you are doing. They would like to invest in it because in their eyes you are a gold mine. Like you are someone with a lot of talents, like a lot, yeah, a lot of creativity. And they know that if you put yourself out there, if you show the world, there are like a lot of money, like there's a lot of value in what you do, right? And I think this celebrity crush would like to invest on you, interesting, or invest like in your creative projects. I think this celebrity crush will like actually be a business partner with you. Very focused on passions and creativity. What will be Piles to celebrity crush first impression of them? Wow. Yeah, like you're such a boss. But like you are the type of boss. Exactly. The Emperor wanted to come out so much. You are such a boss. But I don't think you don't even realize how much of a boss you are, actually. Like they look at you and they be like, "Whoa, this person is really is giving entrepreneur, is giving boss, is giving CEO, is giving yeah." Like I think this celebrity crush will also like see a lot of. I think you have a big feminine energy because of your like your creativity, your passions, like yeah, you have a big feminine energy, but I think, imagine that feminine energy, that is your creativity, your passions, like the way that you express beauty, it's very hidden from the world. And I think you come across first with a lot of masculine energy, very driven, very motivated, self starter, boss of their own life, living life in their own terms. Like, because I think it comes back to the thing of you like to do things alone. You like to do your own things alone. You don't like to be bothered by other people. If you have a passion, if you have a creativity, you like to do it alone and you don't want to share with people. And that makes you a boss, very boss. Like, you probably are self-taught in a lot of things. Probably like no, you had no mentor. Probably like nobody. This will be like their first impressions of you. Probably nobody like taught you how to do things. You taught yourself. Probably nobody gave you these ideas. You gave yourself. And yeah, like you like to keep like what matters the most to you for you and you only. And it's a very protective energy. Like you don't share what really like is you. You don't share what really is so uniquely you. That's the thing. Like you don't share your uniqueness with others. Like what makes you really you and what makes you stand out. And that's understandable. I understand you by number two. I completely understand you, especially if you've been brought down in the past. I understand, right? And everything in life is advantages of and disadvantages. Of course, is extremely traumatic for you, and you feel like maybe you cannot express your uniqueness. But the advantage of this is that because you don't share this with people, like you are the boss of your own life. Like it's you and you only, and there is a lot of power in that. And I think your celebrity crush will see that you don't have a team, you don't have people there. No, it's you and you only. Everything is coming from you. What will be pile two celebrity crush first impressions of them? Yeah, their first impression is also that you are not yet living the life that you want to live. I think you are in the way there, but their first impression is that you're not satisfied with your current life. It's not that you're not satisfied with yourself, but maybe there is a goal that you want to achieve. Maybe there is something that you want to create, and you're putting in the hard work. You're in the process of making it happen. But right now, you are not where you want to be in life. This will be your celebrity crush first impression, and they will be like almost like I want to help you, like a big investment energy. They really would like to invest on you, honestly. They'll be like, I want to help you. How much money do you need? What do you need to make this a business? What do you need for your creative endeavors? Like, what do you need? I give it to you. Like, I believe in you. Like, I think your celebrity crush will believe 100% on you and will like see you with a lot of talents and that everything that you touch turns into gold. And I'm getting like greatness recognizes greatness. I think, imagine, pile number two. I think you have not found your people yet. I think you are. have encountered a lot of mean-spirited people that have brought you down, that have made fun of you and made fun of your uniqueness because these people are not at your level. I think at some point in life, as you progress in these passions and this creativity, as you progress in life, especially in terms of money, the richer you become in life, the more you're going to be surrounded with your people, because the people that support you are the people that also have a lot of talent, because the people that bring you down don't have your talent, and that's why they bring you down. I think you're going to find your group of people the more you expand in life and the more you grow in life, right? So you're going to reach a point of or money or status or wealth that you're going to be surrounded with people that are also very talented, and those are your people, the people that have a lot of talents, and the people that are, yeah, are very talented, right? Those are your people, because they recognize your qualities and they are not threatened by that. They are not threatened by all of your creativity. They are not threatened by your power. They actually want to for you to expand on it. This like as the more you grow and the more you pursue your passions, you're going to be at some point in the Nine of Cups. Right now, you are not, because it takes time to grow, right? It takes time to expand. But at some point, you're going to be surrounded with the right people that support you, because those right people are in positions of power that maybe you don't have access yet. Maybe you are like still young, 20, 30s, right? Like maybe still like trying to make ends meet. Maybe you are surrounded with people that's, hey, it's okay for a lot of people, right? But like you are of an higher status. And I don't think right now you are surrounded by people that share the same status that you. And when you can reach that milestone and be surrounded with people of higher talent and higher status, that's when you're going to feel at home. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings, they are super affordable, and they are my first link in the description. Bye, pal 2. Hello, pal 3. So you chose this card that says, I believe in the power of making my dreams come true, and it came in the reverse. Your celebrity crush first impression of you is that you have a lot of talent, you have big vision. Like your mind is very creative, your mind is very expansive. Like you have a lot of extremely good creative ideas like in your mind, right? But you don't believe in yourself to make them come true. I think this will be like your celebrity crush first impression of you is that you're someone with great visions, but they would assume that throughout life maybe you have been doubted, maybe you've been gaslit. There is a lot of external narratives that have brought you down, from people that were insecure and from people that did not want to see you thrive and shine. And I think they will assume that you have internalized these inner doubts when in reality they're like, I believe in your visions. Just because it wasn't made before doesn't mean it's impossible. They will assume also that you're a very innovative person. Your ideas are really futuristic, almost, and extremely innovative. And that's, I think, one of the reasons why you have been so doubted. That's like their narrative, the story that they'll tell themselves when they meet you, right? They think that you have visions of the future, like an next invention, like something that extremely innovative and, yeah, very futuristic. And they will assume that you've been doubted because your ideas are so in the future that people maybe told you that you were crazy for even having them. They told you, you can't do that, that's crazy, that's never been done before, you can't do that, you can do this. But they would believe in your visions and they almost feel hurt because I think they will like see you and they think it's a pity that you are not making these ideas come true because you don't believe in yourself. I think they will feel hurt not only by yourself but almost for like for the world. They'll be like, we are losing innovation, we are losing expansion, and we are losing progression because people have doubted you and people have treated you so poorly. And there is this sense of hurt, not only for you because you don't deserve to be treated this way, right? But also for the future, like for humanity in general, because there might be a lot of like very great ideas that you have in your mind that they almost wish that they could push you to make them happen. But imagine they are the type of person that they wish all of this, but they will never overstep your boundaries. They'll be like, hey, I respect your boundaries. If you don't want to make these ideas come true, I respect that. Like, I'm not going to push you to do that. They will be a very respectful person. But I think this person is also like very empathetic and very compassionate. I think they will have a lot of empathy for the fact that not only you're not making these ideas come true for you, but also like for the future, you feel me? Like for humanity almost. Very humanistic vibes. I'm also seeing something with sustainable energy. You might have an idea of some sort of sustainable energy relative that is genius, but I think you have been doubted to a point of not even believing in yourself. Yeah. What will be Pound's free celebrity crush first impression of them? They also assume that you are married and you are they will assume that you are a very traditional person. Like imagine maybe they will assume that you are married, that you are religious, that you have kids. There's something very traditional that they will assume about you. Maybe it's the way, I don't know, that you dress. There's something that they will assume that you are very traditional, which imagine in their minds they feel like this is a bit of a dichotomy because they see a lot of big visions for you and they like actually they will basically this will be their assumption that you on the inside are not traditional, like you on the inside are very like tradition breaking actually, very futuristic and the opposite of tradition, you feel me? But they would assume that you have been beaten down to the point of tradition. Like they will assume that you are living this traditional life, not because quite you wanted, but because it was told to you that that's the path that you need to go. And I'm not saying this reality. This is like the way that they view you, would view you. Also, they assume that you're a very cautious person, that maybe you don't let many people in. There is some sort of guard that they would presume. They might even not like would like to. Yeah, they don't want to step too much on your boundaries. They feel like you have boundaries and they don't want to step on them, and they don't want to push your limits. And even if, for example, if this person wanted to come to you and talk to you and maybe like I don't know, flirt or do something, feel me? They will not feel. They will feel boundaries in that area. And they will not do it. Maybe they will not come up to you. They will not speak much because yeah, they feel like some sort of boundary in that area. Maybe because they assume, for example, if they wanted to flirt, like maybe they assume that you are married, right? That you have a commitment. Or if not that, like there is some sort of boundary here that they will presume. What will the pale free celebrity crush be their first impression of them? Yeah, like they also assume that you're not a very like party person. Like there was so maybe that you don't go out much, you don't drink much, like you don't party much, you don't have a big group of friends. They will assume like you have a small group of friends. They also assume that imagine they will assume that you don't engage in gossip. You're not someone that yeah that likes to gossip a lot. Like you're a person that more maybe keeps more to themselves. That's what they will assume. There's something very beautiful in the way that you dress. You might wear like I'm seeing loose things, like loose dresses, like flowy, that's the word, flowy clothing, like materials that can flow, that are not too rigid. Red, you might also look good on red, in red. And this is what your celebrity crush will think about, is that you really good look good in red, maybe even red lipstick. It really suits you. I think your celebrity crush will be attracted to you. Actually, they will be, but I don't think they will come forward with that because there is some sort of boundary here. Or maybe the sense that they feel like you are committed or you are married, and if not, that is like some sort of emotional boundary that you will not let them in, and they will respect that. I think this person is quite respectful, actually. This person is quite respectful. Like, they will not push your boundaries. They are like reading between the lines, like reading your body language. If your body language not open, they will not push you. Like, they will like respect you. Very respectful person. I'm seeing, I don't know, this might be for someone, Pedro Pascal. This might be a celebrity crush, but this is kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. Like, I think he portrays himself actually with some sort of like respect from other people, for other people. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Yeah, they'll think that you are very beautiful. This pile is really giving romantic interest. The ones before didn't give too much romantic interest, but here, yes, romantic interest. They think that you are very beautiful, very attractive, with clothes and without clothes. Okay, that's what I'm getting. They also think that you have a lot of star quality. That is something, yeah, like your ideas, your mind. I think your mind is also very attractive. That's a thing. It's not only your physical, it's your mind, it's your vision, it's the way that you look. Like, there is something in your gaze. There is very expansive, attractive, and hot. But like, because your gaze, like, you look at things in a profound way, and it shows, right? You look at things like you. It's like you are thinking a lot. You feel me? You look at things with a lot of like, with a look. The like, it seems like you are seeing more than other people see, right? And yeah, it's the way that you look. Something about your eyes is very beautiful. And also, like, your eyes shows lack of interest in others. Like, even if this person was interested on you, the fact that maybe you don't engage in much eye contact with them, or you look and look away, you feel me? They will feel that's a boundary. That of itself for them will be a boundary, just the way that you look at them. They also assume that, imagine, you are the type of person that is not afraid to leave people. Like, yeah, they will assume that they will do one wrong move and you'll be gone. That they will assume that they needed to be very careful with how they approach you and treat you, because they feel like one wrong move, one false move, you're gone. You don't care. You don't care that much. And this is something with the fact that the way that you look at things or interact with people, like, you don't seem that much interested in people, and you seem someone very to your, yeah, in your mind almost, because your mind is so expansive, because you see, like, you have so much passion for the visions that you have in your mind, that maybe you have less. That's what, like, they would assume, maybe you have less passion for like people, or wanting to make friends, or wanting to be in a relationship. They also assume, yeah, that you're, imagine, it's like your romanticism and your passions are to your visions, not quite for people. They will assume that, yes, you're a very passionate romantic person, but it's not like for people. It's like for ideas in your mind, for visions in your mind. You are a very mind driven person, that they will find that fascinating and very attractive. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. They are super affordable. And they're my first link in the description. Bye, pal free.